Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that I think is crucial for anyone with big dreams and long-term goals. Sustainable success. We all want to achieve great things, right? But how many of us have experienced that burst of motivation, gone Ellen for a few weeks and then crashed and burned, feeling more exhausted than accomplished? It happens to the best of us. The truth is, success isn't a sprint. It's a marathon. And to finish that marathon, you need more than just speed. You need endurance. You need strategies that keep you going, not just for a month, but for years to come. So, let's talk about how to build a foundation for success that lasts, without sacrificing your well-being along the way. First up, let's redefine what success even means. So often, we see it as a destination, a specific job title, a certain amount of money in the bank, or a number on the scale. But tying your happiness to a single outcome is a recipe for disappointment. What if you get there and it doesn't feel the way you thought it would? Or what if the goalposts move? Sustainable success is about the journey, not just the destination. It's about building a life you love day in and day out. It's about growth, learning, and finding joy in the process. So, my first piece of advice is this. Shift your focus from hitting a single target to building excellent systems. James Clear talks about this in his book, Atomic Habits. Instead of saying, I want to write a book, focus on a system like I will write for 30 minutes every morning. The goal is a fleeting moment, but the system is what creates long-term results and a sense of daily accomplishment. Next, let's talk about energy management, not just time management. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, but our energy levels are what truly dictate our productivity and happiness. You can have a perfectly structured schedule, but if you're mentally and physically drained, you won't get anything done. Sustainable success requires you to treat your energy as your most precious resource. This means prioritizing sleep. Seriously, it's a non-negotiable. It's when your body and brain repair and recharge. It also means fueling your body with nutritious food and moving it regularly. This isn't about looking a certain way. It's about feeling good enough to tackle your goals with vigor. And just as important is managing your mental and emotional energy. Who are you spending your time with? Are they lifting you up or dragging you down? Are you doom scrolling on social media, draining your emotional battery before the day even starts? Be a ruthless guardian of your energy. Protect it and invest it wisely in things that matter. The third pillar of sustainable success is embracing imperfection and learning from failure. The path to any meaningful achievement is never a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, and unexpected roadblocks. If your strategy relies on everything going perfectly, you're setting yourself up for failure. The sustainable approach is to see setbacks not as dead ends, but as data. When something doesn't work, don't beat yourself up. Instead, get curious. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What could I do differently next time? This mindset, often called a growth mindset, is what separates those who quit from those who persevere. It transforms failure from a painful endpoint into a valuable part of the learning process. It makes you resilient. So, give yourself permission to be a beginner, to make mistakes, and to not have all the answers. Progress over perfection, always. Another key strategy is the power of patience and compounding. In our world of instant gratification, we want results yesterday. But anything truly worthwhile takes time to build. Think about it like investing. Small, consistent contributions over a long period can grow into a fortune thanks to the power of compounding. The same principle applies to your skills, your relationships, and your goals. That 30 minutes of practice each day might not seem like much, but over a year, that's over 180 hours. The small, smart choices you make consistently are what lead to massive transformations down the line. The early stages can feel slow and frustrating. You're putting in the work, but you're not seeing huge results. This is where most people give up. But if you can trust the process and stay consistent, you'll eventually hit an inflection point where your progress starts to accelerate dramatically. So, fall in love with the slow, steady grind. The boring, unsexy consistency is the secret sauce. Now, you can't talk about sustainable success without talking about rest and recovery. This is where so many ambitious people go wrong. We glorify the hustle, the all-nighters, the I'll sleep when I'm dead mentality. Okay. But that is the fastest route to burnout. Burnout isn't just feeling a little tired. It's a state of complete physical, mental, and emotional exhaustion. And it can take you out of the game for months or even years. True professionals in any field understand that rest is not the opposite of work. It's an essential part of it. Your muscles grow when you rest, not when you're lifting the weights. Your brain consolidates information and comes up with creative solutions when you give it downtime. So, schedule your rest as seriously as you schedule your work. Take real weekends. Use your vacation days. Have hobbies that have nothing to do with your goals. Unplug. Stare at a wall. Get bored. Your future self, the one who is still thriving and creating years from now, will thank you for it. Finally, the most powerful strategy of all is to build a supportive community. No one achieves great things alone. We are social creatures who thrive on connection and encouragement. Surround yourself with people who understand your ambitions, who celebrate your wins, and who pick you up when you stumble. This could be a mentor who's been where you want to go, a group of peers on a similar journey, or just a few trusted friends who have your back. These are the people you can be vulnerable with, the ones you can brainstorm with when you're stuck, the ones who will remind you of your why when you feel like giving up. Don't try to be a lone wolf. Actively seek out and nurture these relationships. Share your journey, be open about your struggles, and be a source of support for others as well. A strong support system is the ultimate safety net, allowing you to take bigger risks and bounce back faster, making your entire journey more enjoyable and sustainable. So, to recap, redefine success as a journey, not a destination, by focusing on systems. Manage your energy, not just your time. Embrace imperfection and view failure as a learning opportunity. Be patient and trust the power of compounding consistency. Prioritize rest and recovery as a crucial part of your work. And finally, build a community that supports and uplifts you. These aren't just feel-good ideas. They're practical, actionable strategies that will allow you to build a life of meaningful, lasting achievement without burning out. It's about playing the long game intelligently and with intention. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has given you some valuable things to think about. What's one strategy you're going to implement for your own sustainable success? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on living a more intentional and successful life. See you in the next one.